So what can you do with a tripod? How much can you do with a tripod? We're gonna find out. K&F Concept sent me this tripod, and all I have to do is say that they are a Voltron of ingenuity, integrity, and virtue. They actually didn't say that. I just have to give this a try and tell you what I think. So I'm gonna do everything I can possibly do with a tripod.
Hi, my name is Livy.
Hi, I'm Kate.
Cool. So we're going to have this colorful shoot on a very drab day, but there's hope because there's sun in the horizon over there. Yeah. I'm so good at unboxing this. This, I think, is boxed upside down, which I guess lets you see what all the cool things it does. I like the color. It's got a thing called an Arca Swiss head, which I like because it just slides in. I got it perfectly level without even trying. That's rare. We're gonna shoot here. It's a K&F's patented speed lowering system. No. I was trying out the K&F Concept SA25 4T1 tripod. In case I wasn't clear, yes, K&F Concept sent this to me free, but in return for a review, of course. Oh, that's cool. I love that. Test and don't do anything you can't hold for a minute. I otherwise received no compensation for this, nor was I encouraged to say anything in particular. Does that mean I've arrived as a YouTuber? My plan for the day was to use a flash with existing light, which I was hoping would be actual like sun, but that was not to be because I was shooting with Velvia 50. And you'll notice the very stark colors Livy is wearing here and Kate's wearing elsewhere in the video, that I really wanted something colorful and saturated, and I almost went away from the Velvia plan, but I decided to press ahead, and I used the flash with the grid on it to control spill, but I mostly wanted it to look, the term is practical, as in like you're not using a flash like it's existing light. Also, I noticed that it was real easy to lower this tripod, which really helped, and also I shot a few Polaroids while I was there, so let's go ahead and look at those.
Nice.
I used my Mint flash bar. I'm mostly pleased with the Mint flash. I would rather have something that actually stays on the camera, as in I literally have to tape the thing to it to keep it from falling off. Anyway, Polaroid film is very lovely, especially if you keep it in your pocket to make sure it stays warm, because it's a liquid developer. From there, we moved over to this hollowed out tree stump. I'd started setting up on this side of Livy, but then realized that our cars were in the background, so I went around to the other side to get a more natural background. All this nature's getting in the way of my nature.
Yeah.
And it was fun mixing these colors with the nature around her. And I used the flash to help her stand out against the background. At least that was the goal. And when you're using a flash without a digital camera and it's a film camera, you have to light meter a lot. And sometimes a ton. And I'll also use that to trigger the flash so I can make sure that the direction is good and the shadows are nice. I think it was mostly successful. We shot around a little bit more too. But we'll go ahead and check out the Velvia right now, which I am extremely pleased with. And I did not experience much of the dreaded orangey skin tones that you always hear about with Velvia 50. I thought maybe I turned down the contrast a little bit on these, but they didn't take a lot of work to get that red out of the skin. And I found it a lot like Ektar's reputation, that I think maybe people overblow the impact on Caucasian skin tones because they're just so used to desaturated photos. I love hypersaturation, and I think I'm going to try Velvia 50 again really soon. And I like how the flash actually looked like it was natural lighting, or mostly like it, and not like it was some flash I brought out to a field. That's practical lighting. Hi there. Yeah, this thing goes kind of high. 94 inches high to be exact. While you can put a camera basically against the ground, there's Maggie, by turning it upside down like it was packaged. The K&F Concept tripod has a really neat double inner post thing. But if you go all the way up, it does this little number. What's left for this thing to do? Be a dance partner? Oh, this is good video. Buildings and so on.
Here we go.
Alright, on the topic of dancing, we met up with Mace again, who you might remember from a swimming pool shoot and also another dance-related shoot. They are a really amazing dancer and so much fun to work with. And it's so cool to work with someone who's such a good dancer and so aware of posing and of motion and direction. So it's a great matchup, or I will always endorse photographing dancers in any situation. They were wearing this cool, basically theater costume, but with a bit of a suit vibe. And I've decided to photograph this in color and black and white, again with a flash, kind of a similar idea to what we did with Livy and Kate. It's not on you anyway. Of course, it's important to remember to move the flash with the subject, which is a little more challenging when the subject is in constant motion, but it's good practice. I was hoping also the flash here would help them stand out against the background, and I was using the Hasselblad in this case with my 40mm lens to really accentuate the motion and length of these poses, and also the taller building in the background and the string lights above, which I did not realize had switched on, which is a major bonus because I was shooting Cinestill for this role in the Hasselblad, as we will look at in just a second here. And you'll notice the classic Cinestill halation around the bulbs, but I just really love how these poses worked with a wide angle and the square frame to really add some drama to a scene that was otherwise kind of drab, but the purple is a nice splash of color, and Mace just did a great job with everything else. And thanks to the Foundry Coffee Shop for ignoring us dancing on your tables. Now I could have handheld these, but I like using a tripod because it helps lock in all these lines a little easier while I concentrate on the dance motion, and also because it helps reduce camera shake at slower shutter speeds. You'll notice that it's still overcast and rainy, so the shutter speeds weren't very fast at all. And for the next roll, I decided to shoot a Mamiya RZ67, a camera that demands a tripod for me. I just don't believe in hand-holding these. Camera shake is real. I think it's kind of annoying. I guess if I was shooting landscape in bright light or something, it might be one thing. There's just too much camera there for me to worry about. I usually think of these RB and RZ cameras as like micro large format. But anyway, I enjoy this camera as well because of its larger frame, the 6x7 frame, its incredible optics, and its leaf shutter, which allows me to shoot faster shutter speeds, which didn't matter that much today, but I didn't have to worry about flash sync, which was a major plus to me. And I have a fairly wide angle lens for this camera, which I used here on these. We literally invoked the Matrix here, which I enjoyed, and Mace was actually Neo for Halloween, so I thought it was kind of perfect. We tried some leaps. This one was a little bit off, but we got some, I think, that worked out really well, and I love how these worked out. It was Cinestill BWXX with microfin developer, and yeah, major hit. So my plan A was to go to my darkroom and print one of these photographs with Mace on black and white using my Intrepid Enlarger, when, as you can see, it was set up nicely on the K&F Concept tripod, and somehow the enlarger timer died on me. I don't understand how, but I'm talking to Intrepid and they're being very helpful, so onward. I just had to draw a little more attention to just how ridiculously tall this thing gets. And even the base riser is plenty tall. Contemplating the large tripod. 94 inches will get you really high. Not like drugs though. Don't do drugs, kids, I guess. But also, I thought I would see what else I could do with a tripod. And it didn't make a good spear. Did not make a good witch's broom. It was not ideal as a pole vault. Was that a pole? I don't know what you call them. Nor was it, again, a very good dance partner. But this is an excellent tripod, and I enjoyed it. And thanks to K&F Concept, you can buy this tripod with the link in the description and use the discount code KF10US. It's valid until June 30th, 2022. And thanks to Madeline for Vanna Whiting. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, turn on notifications, and check out some other videos here. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.